Let's look at this set. The Maharashtra sports meet was held from 3rd July to 28th July 2019, in which teams from all over the state participated in 3 sports: cricket, hockey, and kabaddi. No sport was played on Mondays and Tuesdays of any week. On any day, matches of exactly one sport were held. Okay, matches of exactly one sport were held. The matches are played on exactly 20 days in the month. 1st July 2019 was a Monday. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me do this. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday wouldn't work. So back to Wednesday will be 10 days more. I'll write 10 days in one line. 7 more Wednesday. Now Thursday will be 11. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then next day will be 7 more. So 3 times 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 14 more. So 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. And this seems appropriate. Not this. This shape is not needed. A line is needed. The week ending line, I'm putting it in blue. Every other line will be yellowish orange. Okay. Let us see. On the first 5 days of the sports meet, cricket was played on exactly 3 days. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of these 5, cricket was played on exactly 3 days. We can't really do anything about it right now. We'll worry about it later. Up to 14th July, kabaddi was played only once, and that day was Wednesday. Okay. So in the top line, out of 10 days, kabaddi is played only once, and that day was a Wednesday. So either 3 or 10 will be a kabaddi. Okay. Cricket was not played in the last 5 days of the sports meet. So cricket was not played on the last 5 days. 24 to 28, no cricket. Cricket was played on twice as many days as the number of days on which kabaddi was played. Now this is interesting. See, number of days, we know that on every day exactly one sport happened. Exactly one sport was held on any day. So if I say cricket plus kabaddi plus hockey is equal to 20, and I know cricket is happening on exactly twice the number of days of kabaddi. So altogether I will get 3k plus h is equal to 20. So possible solution sets are going to be hockey being 2, kabaddi being on 6 days, cricket being on 12 days. This is a possibility. Another possibility is kabaddi being on 5 days, hockey also being on 5 days, cricket being on 10 days. Another possibility is kabaddi being on, I will need more cases, C, K, and H. Kabaddi being on 4 days, hockey being on 8 days, and cricket being on 8 days. Another possibility is kabaddi being on 3 days, cricket being on 6 days, and hockey being on 11 days. Another possibility is kabaddi being on 2 days, cricket being on 4 days, and hockey being on 14 days. There are more cases. Let me just finish it out. Kabaddi being on 1 day, cricket being on 2 days, and by extension, hockey being on 17 days. Hopefully, you can immediately rule out this case. Because we were told on the first 5 days of the sports meet, cricket was played for exactly 3 days. So this cannot happen. This definitely does not happen. Cricket has to be 3 or more number of days. So these are the 5 potential number of days on which cricket, kabaddi, and hockey were played. Okay. This point is done. Now the fifth part. 11th and 12th July were the only 2 days in the month that the same sport was played consecutively. Okay, so the two sports that are played here have to be exactly the same. The two sports that are played here have to be exactly the same. Uh, where the same sport was played consecutively. Other than these 2 days, each day was followed by a different sport day. Okay, so you cannot have two, as in 2 days having the same sport cannot take place. 2 days having the same sport cannot happen one after the other. So, which is wonderful information. In light of that, read the first line. In the first 5 days of the sports meet, cricket was played for exactly 3 days. Now, cricket cannot happen on 2 consecutive days. The only way it happens is cricket happens here, cricket happens here, cricket happens here, cricket happens on these 3 days. Additionally, we were told up to 14th July, Kabaddi was played only once, and that day was a Wednesday. So if that day was a Wednesday, on 3rd, we've already fit cricket. So Wednesday, 10th has to be the Kabaddi day. This is also done. Now, if Kabaddi is happening here, these 2 days are not cricket, these 2 days are not Kabaddi, they can only be hockey and hockey. Now, we are left with a conundrum. What fills up here? What fills up here? We will worry about it later. But so far, this is interesting. Okay. Next is other than those 2 days, each sport day was followed by a different sport day. For example, sports played on 14th July, Sunday, and 17th July, Wednesday were different. Ooh, even within the weeks, when we are changing, it has to be different. Nice. Okay. Now, see, one interesting thing note Kabaddi cannot come anymore. So, whichever sport has happened on 11th and 12th, whichever sport has happened on 11th and 12th, has to also happen on 14th. Whichever sport has happened on 11th and 12th has to also happen on 14th. Only then can you have sports not repeating on consecutive days. Okay. Let's say these blanks were filled up by hockey. 11, 12, and 14, the same sport is filled up by, or the more interesting thing to note here would be, now see, on these days, I cannot have cricket. On these days, I cannot have cricket. I can have a maximum of 3 cricket here, 3 cricket here, even if I take cricket on 11, 12, and 14. Even if I take cricket on 11, 12, and 14, I have 3 cricket here, I have 3 cricket here, and I have on these week, in this week, because 14th was cricket, in this working, because 14th was cricket, only 18 and 20 can now be cricket. Cricket can be happening on a maximum of 8 days. See again, on 3rd, on 5th, on 7th, cricket is definitely happening. Even if I assume on 11th and 12th and 14th cricket is happening, even if I assume, now on 17th cricket cannot happen, 18th maybe cricket, 19th cricket cannot happen, 20th maybe cricket, 21st cricket cannot happen, and we were also told cricket was not played in the last 5 days of the sports meet. So can I say max number of days on which cricket can potentially take place, max number of days on which cricket can potentially take place is 8, which helps me rule out this case is definitely gone. This case is definitely gone. We are not having this at all. We are not having this at all. So these are the only 3 possible cases. These are the only 3 possible cases. Now for these 3 possible cases, pay attention. For cricket to happen only 4 times, the worst case, 4 to 14. For cricket to happen only 4 times, it can only potentially happen. It can only potentially happen if cricket happened on this Saturday. Because this is a case, I'm marking a simple. 4 crickets go down this way. I have hockey, hockey, hockey. Now see, 5 hockeys are used up. 5 hockeys are used up. We're checking this case. 5 hockeys are used up. We need 9 hockeys and 1 kabaddi is left. 9 hockey and 1 kabaddi is left. Of course, you will end up with a day when hockey is repeating after itself, which was disallowed by the question. So this case can also be ruled out. This case can also be ruled out. Okay. For cricket, so I can also remove this. For cricket to have 8 instances, I needed cricket to happen on 12th and 13th and 14th. No, I could also do it 6th or 6th, or how do I put it? Mm. See, for hockey to have 11 instances, let's say hockey comes down here. Even if hockey comes here, yes. For this case, check the number for hockey. Even if hockey comes here, even if hockey comes here, on these 3 days, if I put down hockey, and this is a case that I'm checking, can you see? Now hockey cannot happen on 17th. So the only spots where hockey can come are these, and the maximum number of days on which hockey can take place. The maximum number of days: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Maximum number of days on which hockey can take place is only 10. But in this case, you would need 11 days of hockey to take place. This is also an impossible case. And now we know with absolute confidence how many days cricket, how many days kabaddi, and how many days hockey is taking place. Now remember, for cricket to happen on 8 days, this has to be cricket, this has to be cricket, this has to be cricket. Additionally, this has to be cricket and this has to be cricket. This is known with precision. This is known with precision. Only then can I have 8 days of cricket. Only then can I have 8 days of cricket. Okay. Now, if in the first 10 days, I know kabaddi only happened once. Kabaddi only happened once. So this spot on 13th has to be hockey. This is taken care of. This is taken care of. So for the first 10 days, we know which sports have been played. We know which sports have been played on which day. That is guaranteed. Now, for the second set of 10 days, can I say cricket entirely has been taken care of? I have 3 instances of kabaddi left, and I have 5 instances of hockey left. 3 instances of kabaddi and 5 instances of hockey. Okay. I know for kabaddi, I'm just looking at the last stretch of 5 days. I'm just looking at the last stretch of 5 days. Can I go hockey, kabaddi, hockey, kabaddi, hockey? And can I go kabaddi, hockey, kabaddi, hockey, kabaddi? Both of those possibilities exist now. So I'll check out both. So for the next set of 10 days, I'm going kabaddi, hockey, kabaddi, hockey, kabaddi. And now the 3 hockey days would be here: hockey, hockey, and hockey. This can happen. The other case would be hockey, kabaddi, hockey, kabaddi, hockey. Cricket and cricket will necessarily happen here. Cricket and cricket will necessarily happen here. I have one kabaddi left. One kabaddi left that can come in any of these 3 spots. I have one kabaddi left that can come in any of these 3 spots. And 2 hockeys will come. Okay. So I'll mark this as circles. Within these circles, 2 are hockey and 1 is kabaddi. In fact, I can go ahead and not just do that. I can write it down. For this week, I can have hockey, kabaddi, hockey, kabaddi, cricket, hockey, cricket. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, 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 no. There is also a challenge here. 1 minute. Hockey, 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 hockey. 25th. Oh, no, no, no. This is done. Now from here, 1 hockey, 2 hockey, 3 hockey. 3 hockey is done. 3 hockey is done. I need 2 more hockeys. Hockey cannot come on 21st. It can only come on here. It can only come here and here. And by extension, kabaddi has to come here. Okay. No multiple cases. This is it. Kabaddi, 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 kabaddi. Okay. These are the 2 possible cases, but these 2 possible cases are only day 21st onward. From day 3 to day 20, we know precisely which game is happening on which day. Okay, let's see questions. For how many days cricket was played in the Maharashtra sports meet held from 3rd July to 28th July? We know cricket was played on 8 days. So answer to this question should be option B for exactly 8 days. Which sport was played on 13th July during the sports meet? 13th July was hockey. So option B. If Kabaddi was played on the last day of the sports meet, so the first case is being talked of. On 28th, they are playing Kabaddi. Then which sport was played on 18th July? On 18th July, regardless of what place you take, you will always have cricket being played on 18th July. Okay. Which of the following statements is definitely false? Kabaddi was played on 17th July. Yes, this is definitely false. We have Kabaddi not being played on 17th July. Hockey was played on 17th July. This is definitely true. Cricket was played on 17th July. This is also definitely false. And Kabaddi was played on 19th July. This is also definitely false. Which is to say the case making that we have done would not be accurate. Okay. Now, based on the options in the question, one wonderful thing I can see, you can get rid of this. Based on the options in the question, can you see for cricket we are pretty much certain cricket is happening on which days? Can you see Kabaddi on 17th July and hockey on 17th July and cricket on 17th July? Among the three of them, the sport that cannot happen on 17th of July, among the three of them, the sport that cannot happen on 17th of July is definitely cricket. But then this begs the question, I need a case when Kabaddi is happening on 17th. So let me try to make a case where Kabaddi, cricket is here, cricket is here. If I put down Kabaddi here, if I put down Kabaddi here, let me mark all the guaranteed Kabaddi spots. Oh, Kabaddi spots are not fun. Let me mark down all the guaranteed hockey spots. 3 hockey spots are done. I need 5 hockey spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I need 5 hockey spots. Ooh, this inference is faulty. This inference is faulty that cricket and cricket will be here. Cricket could very well be in the last spot also. Let me put down cricket here. Then I can have hockey. But I can't put down Kabaddi here. If I put down Kabaddi here, there are only 3 Kabaddis left. I can have ooh, Kabaddi, hockey, cricket, cricket, hockey, 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 Kabaddi, hockey, Kabaddi, hockey. This is also a possibility that can be generated. I simply moved around the cricket days from 18th and 20th. I moved it to 19 and 21st. Now I have 5 hockeys and 3 kabaddis here. So kabaddi being played on 17th is a possibility. Hockey being played on 17th is a possibility. Hockey being played on 17th is a possibility. Okay. This is not definitely false. Kabaddi being played on 17th July is a possibility. This is not definitely false. Now, for peace of mind, I just had to create a case when Kabaddi was played on 19th. If I play Kabaddi on this day, okay, let me play cricket here, let me play cricket here, let me play hockey here, let me play hockey here, and then I can go crazy. HK, HK, H. This case is also possible. If cricket is moved around to 18th and 21st is when cricket is being played. Now I have 5 H's and 2 K's. Ooh. So Kabaddi can be played on 19th July also. This also goes away. But cricket being played on 17th July is impossible because cricket is being played on 14th July. So on 17th, cricket cannot be played. The answer to this question is option C, 17. Wonderful learning from this question. Also, hopefully you saw that you can be alive and Adjust your solution in the time of solving. Basic information within the question. That will be all for this.